Hello again and welcome again. A new class, a new day, a new opportunity to improve your English with me and with my colleagues. Every day, sin falta, estamos aquí al pie del cañón. Yes, every day we're here. Every day we're here helping you, no helping you learn English. That's the idea. We help and you learn. Yeah, we don't learn. Our job is not to learn for you. Our job is to help you learn. El que aprende eres tú, no yo. All right? It's your problem, not mine. I wash my hands of all responsibility in the final analysis. It's your problem. It's your obligation. It's your responsibility. But it's my job to motivate you. It's my job to bring out. Bring es traer, pero bring out is sacar de ti en este caso. To bring out the best in you. You have a very high potential, and it's my job to try to bring out your potential. And if I don't, then the learning problem is partially my responsibility, or perhaps 100% no, but important, maybe 80% it's my responsibility to bring out the potential in you to learn English. It's difficult to learn English. It requires effort. It requires hard work. It requires persistence. It requires perseverance. It requires a long-term view. It requires desire to learn. And it's my job to bring out those qualities that you have, but you need motivation. And that's my job as a teacher and my colleague's job. So, sermones por un tubo. Let's go to camera number 1 and let's begin a review of class number 170. Shall we? Okay. Do you mind sitting still? Do you mind? Please sit still. State ahí sentado quieto, please. Sit still. Be still. State quieto. Stay still. Permanece quieto. Sit still. Don't move. Do you mind moving a bit? Yeah, just a bit, please. Do you mind moving a bit to your right? No, that's too much. No. Do you mind moving back a bit to your left? Not so much, please. No. I like to center my students. Now, do you mind moving back? There we go. Okay, now. Do you mind living in Madrid? Do you mind living in Barcelona? Ask me if I mind living in Spain. Ask me if I mind living in Spain. Richard, do you mind living in Spain? No, I don't. I like living in Spain. I don't mind. Yeah. Ask me if I mind paying taxes. Pagar impuestos. ¿Te importa? Richard, do you mind paying taxes? No. I love to pay taxes. I like paying taxes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Contribuir al bien común. Yes. Yeah. I don't mind paying taxes if the taxes are fair. Y si todos pagan. Yes. Maybe the politicians don't. I don't know. But do you mind? Do you mind? Do you mind? Do you mind listening to me for a moment and not interrupting me? Do you mind not interrupting me? Not el gerundio. Do you mind not interrupting me? Do you mind being quiet for a moment? Do you mind? Ahora, la palabra mind como sustantivo es la mente. Mind. 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 Hay un dicho en inglés que la mente vence a la materia. Si tú controlas tus circunstancias, tu mente vence a la materia. Mind over matter. Mente sobre materia. Mind over matter. Mind over matter. Mind. Do you mind? Do you mind if I use camera 1 instead of camera 2? Do you mind if I use these papers instead of this book? It's the same thing, but I can hold these papers in my hand more easily than the book. So do you mind Do you mind if I use these papers? Do you mind if I take a break after this class, after this segment of the class? Do you mind? Do you mind if I take a sip of water? Can I? Do you mind if I take a sip of water? Thank you. Do you mind if I put the cup back on the table? Do you mind? Okay, good, fine. Also yesterday, we were looking at the airport taking off and landing. Do you remember? And we were using the verb to like and to hate, or to love and to hate. I love flying. I love to travel by plane, which is not true. Which, lo cual no es verdad, necesariamente. It's not necessarily true that I love flying, but in general, I like traveling. But I hate flying long distance. I hate crossing time zones. I hate taking off, and I hate landing, and I hate spending hours in a plane at 35,000 feet, 10,000 meters. I hate spending too much time. I hate sitting for 8 hours in a small seat in the plane. And then I hate preparing for landing because it's bumpy, turbulent, coming down. It becomes turbulent. And I hate taking off because it's full power. I hate taking off. All right? But I enjoy landing because finally we are arriving at our destination. And finally the trip is over. But I hate flying long distance. Some people fly from Spain to China, 14 hours, or from Spain to Santiago in Chile, the capital of Chile. It takes forever. I hate flying long distance. In general, I don't like flying, to tell you the truth. I don't like flying. I hate having to call a taxi to go to the airport. I hate preparing the luggage. I hate carrying the luggage to the elevator and going down and looking for a taxi or calling a taxi. I hate going to the airport in a taxi. I hate paying a taxi driver an airport surplus, sobrecarga, surplus. And I hate checking in the airport. It takes forever. I hate checking in the airport. I hate going through the electronic control systems. And I hate going through passport control for international flights. I hate walking the long distance to the gate. I hate spending time at the gate waiting. I hate standing in line to go into the plane. I hate trying to find my seat and put the hand luggage in the containers and sitting down. I hate sitting in the plane waiting for the plane to start moving towards the takeoff. I hate waiting for the takeoff. I hate taking off. I hate everything. I don't like anything, all right? But the plane takes off and then the plane lands. The plane always takes off before landing. It never lands before taking off. And the takeoff is less dangerous than the landing, I think, but I'm not sure. All right. I'll be back in a few minutes to continue with class number 171.
Hello and welcome to class 171, the start of the class where we, as always, review the material from the last class. My name is Kyle, and I'm here today with Esther. Esther, how are you?
I'm happy to be here.
Great.
Thank you, Kyle.
I'm glad that you're happy to be here. So am I. We only have 6 minutes, so let's get down to business. Let's get started. Reviewing now, do you mind? ¿Te importa hacer algo? Do you mind plus gerund? Do you mind being here, Esther? Do you mind being here?
No, I don't. I don't mind. I don't mind being here.
Okay. Ask me if I mind being here.
Do you mind being here?
No, I don't mind being here. I don't mind being here. Do you mind watching this show? No, I don't mind watching this show. So always with the gerund, the ing form of the verb, right? Do you mind studying English?
No, I don't mind studying English.
Do you mind doing homework?
Yes, I mind doing homework.
Okay. So you mind doing homework, but you don't mind studying?
No.
Okay. All right. Do you mind answering my questions?
No, I don't mind answering your questions.
Okay. Do you mind coming to the studio?
No, I don't mind coming to the studio.
Okay. Do you mind cooking?
No, I don't mind cooking.
Oh, she doesn't mind cooking. In fact, you like cooking. I know that you like
Yes,
cooking.
I
right?
do like cooking very much.
Do you mind driving in traffic?
Yes, I mind driving in traffic.
Yeah. Do you mind driving in traffic? Yes. I think everyone minds driving in traffic. I think, right? Do you mind writing emails, Esther? Writing emails? Do you mind that?
Yes, I mind writing emails.
Do you?
Yes, really.
Ask me if I mind teaching English.
Do you mind teaching English?
No, I don't mind teaching English. Otherwise, it would be, I would hate everything. If I wouldn't be here if I minded teaching English, right? No, I don't mind. I enjoy it. Okay. Ask me if I mind being on TV.
Do you mind being on TV?
If I get nervous and I mind it. No, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Ask me if I mind being on the radio.
Do you mind being on the radio?
No, I don't mind it. I don't mind it, no. Ask me if I mind living in Spain. Actually, let's let the audience at home. Ask me if I mind living in Spain. Kyle, do you mind living in Spain? No, I don't mind living in Spain. I love it. Otherwise, I would go home, right? I don't mind living in Spain. So, do you mind the cameras over there? The cameras, do you mind the cameras?
Yes, I mind the cameras.
Do you mind the lights?
Yes, I mind the lights.
Do you mind my questions?
No, I don't mind your questions.
Okay. So, as always here, we have a noun. Do you mind plus gerund or a noun as well? I don't mind the lights. I don't mind the camera. I do kind of mind the lights though. I don't like the lights. It gets very warm in here, doesn't it?
Yes.
Now, the second part here we have some vocabulary about flying in an airplane, taking off and
Landing.
landing. Yeah. Do you like taking off? Do you like the takeoff? I enjoy it. I enjoy it. You know, it kind of pushes
Yes.
you back in the chair and yeah.
Yes, I like taking off.
You like taking off?
Yes.
Okay. We can use this as a noun as well. The takeoff. Get ready for takeoff. Get ready for landing. The landing. So we're going to land and take off. Okay. So what's more dangerous, Esther, the takeoff or the landing?
The takeoff is more dangerous.
I think so. I think you're right.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Did your last flight take off on time?
No, my last flight didn't take off on time.
Did it take off late?
Yes, it took off late.
It took off late. Take off, took off. It took off late. Did it take off very late?
Yes, it took off 45 minutes late.
Ooh, yes. When I was in Canada, my flight back to Spain took off 3 hours late. 3 hours late. Do you always fasten your seatbelt during takeoff? Fasten your seatbelt during takeoff. It says on the thing.
Yes.
Do you always fasten your seatbelt?
Yes, I always fasten my seatbelt.
Seatbelt.
My seatbelt.
Okay. Do you fasten your seatbelt during takeoff? Yes, I fasten my seatbelt during takeoff. Okay. So, did the plane land on time yesterday?
Yes, the plane landed on time yesterday.
Did the plane land in the center of the runway? In
No,
the center of the runway? The runway, the strip, right? Did it land in the center of the runway?
yes, it landed in the center of the runway.
Okay, very good. Did it land smoothly? Smoothly?
Yes, it landed smoothly.
Okay, good. Very good. We're out of time, Esther.
Yes.
Great job today. Well done. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And good job to you at home. I'm going to send you back to Richard. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, I'm going to perform, realizar, an inventory today of objects that belong to me. All right, but I'll do the inventory on camera number 1. So let's change. This pen belongs to me. It doesn't belong to Maria. It belongs to me. Yesterday it belonged to me too. It didn't belong to Maria. It belonged to me. And today it belongs to me too. Okay. These pencils belong to me. All of them. There are 19 pencils. 19 pencils. And all of them belong to me. They don't belong to you. They belong to me. They're mine. They're not yours. They're mine. Why? Because they belong to me. Now the pencil container or pencil holder doesn't belong to me. It belongs to Maria. This is Maria's pencil holder. Yes. On the first day of class, many months ago, I had all these pencils. I said, Maria, I need a pencil holder. And she said, no problem, boss. I always carry a pencil holder with me. And she opened her handbag and presto, she gave me a pencil holder. I said, wow, Maria, what else do you have in your bag? Do you have any other things? She said, woo, I have many things. Yeah. But at the bottom, I think I have cockroaches too. Ah, yeah, so she needs to be careful. She has a magic bag like Mary Poppins, okay? Maria's bag. So now I have pencils and I have a pencil holder. The pencils belong to me, but the pencil holder doesn't. It doesn't belong to me. It belongs to Maria. Okay, but together, these pencils belong to me. This pen belongs to me, and last week it belonged to me too. This cup belongs to me. It's mine. It doesn't belong to you. It doesn't belong to Maria. It doesn't belong to anybody except me. It's mine, okay? This cup is mine. It belongs to me. Now these books, these books belong to me. They don't belong to you. And last week they belonged to me as well. Yes. These are my belongings. This paper clip belongs to me. I use this paper clip to hold the papers together like that. Like that. You see? This is a high technology paper clip. Yeah. Its purpose is to hold papers together and also to play with when you talk, okay? And this paper clip belongs to me. It belongs to me. It doesn't belong to you. It belongs to me. It's mine. It's not yours. It's mine. It's not yours, and it's not Maria's. Why? Why isn't it Maria's? It's not Maria's because it doesn't belong to her. It doesn't belong to her. It belongs to me. It belongs to me. It's mine, okay? So all of these objects on the table, the cup, the pen, the papers, the paper clip, the book, the pencils, all of these objects are my belongings, pertenencias. They're my belongings and they belong to me. Everything except the pencil holder. The pencil holder belongs to Maria. Okay? But the rest of the objects belong to me. Okay? And my heart doesn't belong to me. It belongs to another person, to a person I love. So, everything here belongs to me except Maria's pencil holder and my heart. Okay? My heart belongs to another person. Okay? But my pen belongs to me. It's mine. Okay? And my love belongs to another person too. It doesn't belong to me. Tengo cierta cantidad de ello de amor propio. Yes, I love myself. Lo admito, I admit it. But I love another person more, or some other people more than I love myself. So my love doesn't belong to me exclusively. It belongs to some other people, alguna otra gente, some other people. And my heart belongs to another person. My heart belongs to another person. Yes, does your heart belong to you, or does your heart belong to another person? Does your love belong to you, or does your love belong to another person? Does your English level belong to you, or does your English level belong to another person? Okay? Does this paper clip, no olvidéis la construcción de frases en las preguntas. Does this paper clip belong to you, or does it belong to me? In this case, it belongs to me. Does this program belong to me? No, it doesn't. Does this English class belong to you? No, it doesn't. Well, who does it belong to? This English class belongs to our sponsors, nuestros patrocinadores. They need their moment. So, I need to shut up, you too, and let's listen to our sponsors. Okay, to belong, my belongings. In the airplane, after the plane lands, after the plane has landed, a voice says, "Welcome to Dallas, Texas. The temperature in Dallas is 23 degrees Celsius and 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Please don't forget your belongings, las pertenencias, etc." Okay, to belong. Do you belong to the Ku Klux Klan? Do you belong to the CIA? Do you belong to a private organization? Do you belong to a mysterious association? Do you belong to the government? Do you belong? I belong in the pasado, belonged, con D dura otra vez. All right, I'll be back after our next teacher in just a second.
Hello everyone, I'm Hannah. How are you today? ¿Qué tal todos? Ok, empezamos ahora el segundo bloque. Ya estáis por casi la mitad de la clase de hoy. Vamos a mirar un verbo importante y muy útil, que es el verbo to belong. Ok, to belong. Y significa, ser de alguien. Ok, pertenecerle a alguien. Ok, so vamos a ver muchos ejemplos. Preguntas, traducciones y tal, y empezamos ya. But first, vamos a saludar a mi alumna, my student for today, Almudena. Hello.
Hello, Hannah.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And you?
I'm great.
Great.
Okay. So, are you ready for this verb, to belong?
To belong.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Ok, muy bien. Ahora empezamos con un poco de traducciones y después preguntas. Ok, esto le pertenece a ella. Esto.
This belongs to her.
Muy bien. Good. Repeat again.
This belongs to her.
Perfect. So, esto le pertenece a ella. This, so esto, esta, este, this. El pronombre demostrativo this, this. This belongs. Now, fijaos otra vez bien, aquí belongs con la S al final. ¿Por qué? Porque this, claro, es third person singular. Tercera persona singular. So, this belongs to her. Also, now, fijaos bien, usamos la preposición to, la partícula to. So, cuando dices algo pertenece a alguien, ese a hay que poner to después del verbo to belong. So, this belongs to her. Muy bien. Esa casa les pertenece a ellos.
This house belongs to them.
Good. Repeat again.
This house belongs to them.
Great. Fantastic. Fantastic. This house, esta casa. This house, again, third person singular, belongs, con la S, belongs to them. This house belongs to them. El dinero no nos pertenece.
Money, the money.
Oh, the money.
The money.
Good, repeat. Money.
The money.
Eso, money. Money. Ok, hay que repetir esto 1000 veces. Money. Repeat, money.
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 Funny.
Funny.
Money.
Money.
Funny.
Funny.
Money.
Money.
Ok. Ok, sigue con la frase. El dinero no nos pertenece.
The money didn't.
Oh, doesn't. Presente simple.
Doesn't belong to us.
Ok, good. Repeat. Belong.
Belong to us.
Good. Muy bien. Belong.
Belong.
Belong. Ok, muy bien. So, remember the pronunciation, la pronunciación, fijaos bien, belong. And also, resist the temptation de decir belong. Ok, ese sonido que nos encanta decir en español, que queda muy bonito, pero en inglés, no, está prohibido ese sonido en inglés. Belong, aquí este no. Belong, seco, corto, así, belong. So, el dinero no nos pertenece. The money doesn't, presente simple con auxiliar negativo, the money doesn't belong to us. Otra vez con to, ¿por qué? Porque decimos pertenece a alguien. So, a nosotros, to us, right? Us, que es el complemento, the object pronoun, right? Does this chair belong to you? Does this chair belong to you?
No. This chair.
Oh, this or
That
eso.
chair doesn't belong to me.
Ok, muy bien. So, the demonstrative pronoun, el pronombre demostrativo, no olvidéis desde el principio de las clases al principio ya vimos this, esto, esta, este, this, algo que está dentro de tu alcance, this chair. Después that chair, aquella, esa, ok. Esa silla ahí que está fuera de tu alcance. Entonces he preguntado, ¿esta silla pertenece a ti? ¿Te pertenece a ti esta silla? Entonces, en la respuesta, Almudena tiene que decir esa silla, right? Esa, porque ya cambiamos el pronombre demostrativo. Okay, so does this chair belong to you? Repeat again.
No, that chair doesn't belong to me.
Perfect, así. So that chair, ahora punto de vista de Almudena es esa silla. No, esa silla no me pertenece a mí. Okay. Will this pen belong to you if I give it to you?
Yes, that pen
Will
will belong
belong
to me if you give me.
Give it to me.
Give it to me.
Okay, repeat toda la frase.
Yes, that pen will belong to me if you give it to me.
Okay, muy bien. All right, now here, take the pen.
Thank you.
Okay, now, does that pen belong to you? Does that pen now belong to you?
Yes, this pen now belong to me.
Okay, now belongs.
Now
Tercera
belongs to me.
persona. Okay, repeat toda la frase otra vez.
Yes, this pen belongs to me.
Good, great, fantastic. Okay, do those books belong to you? Do those books belong to you?
No, these books don't belong to me.
Okay, good. Repeat again.
No, these books don't belong to me.
Okay, muy bien. Okay, translate. Esto le perteneció, ahora en pasado, esto le perteneció a mi abuela.
This belongs.
No, pasado, pasado.
Belonged.
Sí, es verbo regular.
Belonged to my grandmother.
Ok, muy bien, muy bien. So, este verbo to belong, ya hemos visto ejemplos en presente. En pasado es verbo regular, ¿qué significa? Pues termina en ed, belonged. Y tengo que oír esa D, la terminación al final, ¿ok? Para que sea pasado. So, esto le perteneció a mi abuela. This belonged to my grandmother. Okay. Does this ring belong to you?
No, that ring doesn't belong to me.
Perfect, muy bien. That ring doesn't belong to me. Muy bien. Ese coche no le perteneció a mi vecino.
This car.
Ese, aquello, aquel.
That car.
Okay.
That car didn't belong to my neighbor.
Muy bien. That car didn't belong to my neighbor. Okay, please keep practicing and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Okay, welcome back. Do you mind if I continue wearing this shirt? I was wearing this shirt in the previous segments and I prefer to continue. I prefer to continue wearing this shirt. So do you mind if I keep my shirt on? Do you mind if I continue wearing this shirt? Do you mind if I continue wearing my wedding ring? Because I love my wife and I prefer to continue wearing my wedding ring. Do you mind if I continue wearing my watch? I need to know the time, so I prefer to continue. New, color new. I prefer to continue wearing my watch. Do you mind? All right. Now, do you mind moving to camera 1? I need you to move to camera 1, so do you mind moving? Okay, let's move. Now, ask me if I mind coming here every day. Ask me if I mind coming here every day. Richard, do you mind coming here every day? No, I don't mind. No problem. I don't mind coming here every day, no problem. I can come here every night too. I don't mind. Ask me if I mind driving 25 kilometers to come here. Richard, do you mind driving 25 kilometers to come here? No, I don't mind. I don't mind driving 25 kilometers. No problem. No problem. Ask me if I mind working with Maria. Richard, do you mind working with Maria? ¿Te importa trabajar con ella? Me? If I mind working with Maria? No, I don't mind working with Maria. No problem. Ask me if I mind wearing so much makeup. Richard, do you mind wearing so much makeup? Bueno, tanto no. So much is not true. I wear a little bit of makeup, not too much. But no, I don't mind wearing makeup. Every day, no. It's a problem. Every day, wearing makeup. Sí, tener maquillaje en la cara o llevar puesto, decimos en inglés, maquillaje. I don't mind wearing makeup. I don't mind wearing makeup, but not every day. I think it's bad for my skin. But many women wear makeup every day and they don't mind wearing makeup every day. Ask me if I mind coming here in the morning. Richard, do you mind coming here in the morning? No, I don't mind coming to this studio in the morning, but I prefer to come in the afternoon. I don't mind coming in the morning, but I prefer to come in the afternoon. Okay? Ask me if I mind drinking Coca-Cola during class. Richard, do you mind drinking Coke during class? No, I don't mind drinking Coke, but I prefer to drink water. I don't mind drinking Coke, no me malinterpretes. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind. Don't get me wrong. Don't misinterpret me. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind drinking Coke or Pepsi during the class, but I prefer to drink water. Si no te importa, if you don't mind. All right? Now, more questions. Well, Richard, do you mind using camera 2? No. I don't mind using camera 2, but I prefer to use camera 1. To tell you the truth, I prefer camera number 1, but I don't mind using camera number 2. No problem. I'm flexible. Okay? I can use both cameras. I don't mind using camera 2, no problem, but I prefer to use camera 1. Ask me if I mind working with Juan Luis, the old floor technician. Richard, do you mind working with Juan Luis? No, I don't mind. He's a good floor manager, but I prefer to work with Maria. But I don't mind working with Juan Luis. He's good. He's a good professional. I don't mind working with him every day, but I prefer Maria because it's easier. Maria falls asleep during my sessions, and so she doesn't bother me with all kinds of gestures and movements, okay? So I don't mind working with Juan Luis, but I prefer to work with Maria. Ask me if I mind looking at the camera intensely so much. Richard, do you mind looking at the camera so intensively? No, I don't mind. But after 8 or 9 minutes, sometimes 20 minutes, I don't mind. But it's not easy sometimes. I remember teaching 52-minute programs, 52 minutes, nonstop. And I didn't mind. It wasn't a problem. I didn't mind. Teaching English for me is easy. Teaching English for me is like walking in the park. It's very easy. So I don't mind teaching 52 minutes. It depends on the lights. If the lights are strong on my eyes, then yes, I do mind. But in general, I don't mind teaching for a long time on television. Okay? Now, ask me more questions. Well, Richard, do you mind wearing an earpiece? A sound piece? I don't understand. Bueno, un pinganillo. That people wear in their ear to talk to Maria and to talk to the people in the control room. I don't mind wearing a sound piece, an earpiece, but I prefer not to. I prefer not to. Prefiero que no. I prefer not to. Y se entiende, I prefer not to wear a pinganillo, an earpiece. I don't mind wearing one, but I prefer not to wear one because sometimes I can hear the people talking, and sometimes they're talking about, I don't know, they're talking about beer or wine or something, and I'm trying to talk to you in English, and I'm hearing a funny conversation in the background. So I don't mind wearing one, but I prefer not to. More questions. Well, Richard, do you mind wearing a hat? No, I don't mind wearing a hat, but I prefer not to. I prefer not to wear a hat. Yeah, now when I was younger, I didn't mind wearing a hat, but now I don't mind. Now I prefer not to wear a hat. All right? And ask me more questions with the mind. Well, Richard, do you mind wearing a microphone on your shirt? This one, like this? No, I don't mind. The problem is the wire goes under my shirt, around my waist, cintura, to the back, and then there's something the size of a brick back there. I don't mind wearing it, but I prefer not to. Sometimes I put the brick into my pocket, but I don't mind wearing it on my belt in the back. And I don't mind having a microphone here. I prefer a microphone like in the radio, where you say, Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here. But I don't mind wearing a small microphone like this. I don't mind. And I don't mind saying goodbye. I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Hello, it's me, soy yo, David Waddell, and welcome to class 171. Today we're going to look at vocabulary and the verb to mind in the interrogative. But first I need to introduce my very good student, Pilar. How are you today, student?
Bien.
Student Pilar.
Okay.
How are you, student? Very
Fine,
well, teacher.
thank you. And you, teacher, David?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm very
Okay.
well. But first, let's look at some vocabulary, yeah?
Okay.
We have to start now because tenemos poco tiempo, como siempre. Okay, the first word is, well, the first two words, better than. Better than. What does better than mean?
Mejor que.
Mejor que, okay, and in English?
Better than.
Better. Better.
Better than.
Así, better than. Muy bien,
Okay.
again.
Better than.
Perfecto. Better than. Better than. Okay. The second word is against. Against. Repítelo. Against. Muy bien. Okay. Against. What does against mean, Pilar?
Contra.
Contra. Muy bien. And in English?
Against.
Against. Very good. With a T at the end. Against. The third word is asleep. Asleep. Repítelo. Repítelo. Asleep. Very good. Asleep. What does asleep mean? ¿Qué significa asleep?
Dormir. Dormido.
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 Are you asleep?
No, I'm not asleep.
Ask me if I'm asleep.
Are you asleep?
No, I'm not asleep. Are they asleep, do you think?
No, they're not asleep.
No, they better not. Más vale que no. Okay.
Okay.
So asleep, dormido. Now the fourth word is advertisement. Advertisement. También se puede decir advertisement. Yo digo advertisement. Advertisement. Repítelo. Advertisement. Muy bien, Pilar. Advertisement. What does that mean? ¿Qué significa advertisement?
Anuncio.
Anuncio. And in English?
Advertisement.
Advertisement. Again.
Advertisement.
Tis.
Advertisement.
Nearly. Casi. Advert.
Advertisement.
Isment.
Advertisement.
Así. Más o menos. Advertisement. Advertisement. And the last word is according to. According to. A ver. Muy bien. According to. What does according to mean, Pilar? ¿Qué significa according to? What does?
I understand, but I don't find the Spanish word.
Well, according to somebody va a pasar algo.
Sí, según.
Según,
¿no?
según. Muy
Okay,
bien, okay.
según.
Según. And in inglés?
According to.
According to. So we have, just to recap, better than, against, asleep, advertisement, and according to. Yeah?
Okay.
Bien?
Muy bien.
¿Qué significa dormido?
Asleep.
¿Cómo se dice dormido en inglés? Perdón.
Yes. Asleep.
Asleep. ¿Cómo se dice contra?
No, against.
¿Cómo se dice según?
According to.
According to. Muy bien. ¿Cómo se dice mejor que?
Better than.
¿Y cómo se dice anuncio?
Advertisement.
Advertisement. Muy bien. Okay, so now we're going to look at the verb to mind in the interrogative. So, for example, ¿te importa hacer algo? ¿Te importa hacer? Yeah? ¿Te importa ayudarme? ¿Te importa whatever? So what I'm going to do, lo que voy a hacer, es decir, ask me if I mind helping. Por ejemplo, ask me if I mind helping. So tú tienes que decir, do you mind helping? Do you mind helping? Helping con gerundio. Yeah? Fíjate.
Okay.
So, ¿te importa ayudarme? ¿Te importa ayudar? So, ask me if I mind helping. Venga. Good. Ask me if I mind helping.
Do you mind helping?
Do you mind helping? ¿Te importa ayudar? Yeah, again.
Do you mind helping?
Very good. Do you mind helping? Next one. Ask me if I mind sitting close to you. Ask me if I mind sitting close to you. A ver. Very good. Ask me if I mind sitting close to you.
Do you mind sitting close to me?
Very good. Repeat.
Do you mind sitting close to me?
No, para nada. Of course not. Of course
Okay.
not. No, I don't mind sitting close to you. Yeah, sentarme cerca de ti.
Yes.
Estamos bastante cerca, ¿no?
Sí.
Yeah. Muy bien. Okay, ask me, the next one. En casa, ask me if I mind answering your questions. A ver. Very good. Okay. Ask me if I mind excuse me. Ask me if I mind answering your questions.
Do you mind answering my questions?
Muy bien. Repeat.
Do you mind answering my questions?
No, I don't mind answering your questions. Your
Thank
questions
you.
are always very interesting, so I don't mind answering them. So ask me, another one, if I mind teaching you this structure. Yeah? Ask me if I mind teaching you this structure. A ver. Good. Do you mind? Do you mind? Do you mind? A ver.
Do you mind teaching me that structure?
Very good. Repeat.
Do you mind teaching me that structure?
Structure.
Structure.
Structure. One more time.
Do you mind teaching me that structure?
That.
That structure?
And again.
Do you mind teaching?
Do you mind? No. Do you mind? Do you mind?
Do you mind teaching me that structure?
Very good. Do you mind teaching me that structure? No, I don't mind. I don't mind teaching you this structure. It's a nice
Thank
structure.
you.
It's important, yeah?
Yes.
Te importa. It's muy corriente, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, ask me if I mind speaking Spanish every day. Ask me if I mind speaking Spanish every day. A ver. Very good. Okay, Pilar.
Do you mind speaking Spanish every day?
Good. Ahora sin pausa.
Okay. Do you mind speaking English,
Speaking Spanish
speaking Spanish every day?
again.
Do you mind speaking Spanish every day?
Muy bien. Esta vez sí. Do you mind speaking Spanish every day? Do you mind speaking Spanish every day? No, I don't mind speaking Spanish every day, even though, aunque no lo hablo muy bien, pero yeah, está bien. Ask me if I mind teaching English every day. A ver. Quickly.
Do you mind teaching English every day?
Good. Repeat.
Do you mind teaching English every day?
No, I don't mind teaching English every day. Another one. Ask me if I mind appearing on TV.
Do you mind appearing on TV?
A veces, no sé. Es un poco raro, ¿no? Well, anyway, doesn't matter. Ask me if I mind listening to the same mistakes every day. A ver?
Do you mind listening the same mistakes every day?
I hate it. It's the worst thing in the world. But we have to go, I'm afraid. Goodbye. Thank you.
Okay. Do you mind waiting for just a second? I'm not ready to say. Do you mind waiting for just a second? Okay. Okay, good. Congratulations on finishing class number 171. Okay. I hope you don't mind my telling you, but I hope you don't mind if I remind you again, por enésima vez, for the upteenth time, that we're moving close to the end of the beginner section, but we're far from the end of the program, of the course. You have a long way to go. You have a long way to go, but we are going to try, myself and the other teachers, we are going to try to make this long journey, this long trip, interesting, stimulating, productive, and fun for you and for everybody. So let's hope it works. I'll see you tomorrow.